What's good? What's good? What's good with the nation, man? Glad to be back with y'all. Glad to be out here. It's been a long week. Let me know how the audio is. That's one thing I want to know. Let me know how the audio is and let me know how y'all been. It's been a long week, though. Like I said, haven't dropped content all week, but we back up in here for this pregame live special. And let me know how the audio is because I do got a new place. Y'all know I've been moving. Y'all know I've been trying to maneuver over here, get adjusted and all that. And the room is a little big, so I hope the echo isn't too bad. So if I could get a thumbs up, let me know the audio is clear. Let me know the visuals, the technicals, all that is good. And we're going to get this show started. We're going to get this show rolling. But I'm glad to see people popping up on us, man. I'm glad to see you out here. I wasn't sure if people was going to pop up on me because honestly, man, I haven't been out here all week, but we is in here, brother. I see my guy James Furpo in the building. He's just Raider Nation for life. Raiders, yes, sir. You know what it is, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Z says, what's good, Ray? Just ordered that black on black first edition. Nice classic look. Can't wait. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting Redemption brand because, look, it's been going a long way, man. I ain't going to lie. It's been doing pretty well. And I'm just super excited to be able to put on the nation with some fly gear at the same time. I am dropping these hats today at 2 o'clock. These are the latest ones, the charcoal gray. I just got these in, so I definitely want to put those out. Thank you for the audio check, Prodigy. I see you in the building, folks. So I appreciate everybody that's been supporting. It's been going a long way, man. Thank you to the nation. Shout out to y'all. Zebra3 says, discipline is what stood out most from last game. Hope it continues. That's a good comment, man. And we're going to definitely hop into that in this show today. Prodigy says, what's good, Ray? 7th like. Yeah, shout out to the boy with the 7th like, man. If y'all can't hit that like button, appreciate y'all. Let's get that algorithm cracking. Rate the like button. Hit the subscribe button if y'all new here and y'all want to make a play. What's up, Loco? What's up with you, Alex S? Shout out to the cuz. Digi Prez is in the building. What it do, Cousin Ray? #1 merch in the nation. Hint, hint. If you've seen those words today, appreciate you, dog. Thank you very much. Like I said, it's been a hell of a week, y'all. I've been busy. I just got done moving this week and been able to, what should I say, adjust to the new living situation. But it's been good. So I appreciate everybody that's still supporting and still rocking with me, although I haven't dropped all week. I kind of gave that warning that I would be a little busy dealing with some things. I mean, school started. My son just started first grade as well, or not first grade, I'm tripping. Kindergarten, so he got to go to a different school, different times. So I'm still getting adjusted. So I appreciate everybody that's still with me out here. Raider for Life is in the building. Richard Snyder, what's good with you, man? What's good with it, brother? Raider Dangerfield is in the building. You already know what it is. Shout out to Jesse pulling up on us, man. He said, what up, Brad? You're good to go, bro. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you very much. Digi Prayers, you know what it is. Dangerfield says, looking good, sounds good. Thank you very much. Juan Martinez in the building. TC, you know what it is, TC. I see you, folks. Mr. Vargas himself, up early to watch the game. Yeah, it's depending on where you at, it might be a little, or actually not, because we're on the West Coast and it's at 1:30, but we up. This might be early for you, man. This might be early for you. I see you, Shima. Salute to the Ray Love, man. Shout out to you, Longy Raider, slight echo, but manageable. Yeah, see, I don't want that echo. So if there's an echo, tell me. Maybe I got to get my mic a little bit closer. But if there's an echo, tell me, and I'm going to try and fix it. Because this is my first live at the new spot, y'all. This is my first live at the new spot. I do not want to echo. Y'all hold me to a high standard now. Y'all make sure y'all hold me to a high standard. Don't be slipping. James Purple, what up, nation? What up, nation? Salute, Raise. Salute to the chat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Joey Boy in the building. Glad you're here. Greg in the building. What's up with you, man? I'm glad you're all here. ONT6 is in the building. That's my brother right there, man. Glad you're able to make it. What's good? It was good. He says, Raiders. You already know what it is, man. We're going to go out here and we're going to whoop the Vikings ass. I already know this is going to happen, man, because, look, Kirk Cousins came down with a little ooga booga. And I'm not going to really talk about what he got, but we know what he got. So he's not going to be able to make it to the game. And the Vikings do have situation going on within the organization to where they don't know who their backup quarterback is. They are disappointed with Kellen Mond. He's not really progressing or showing any steps moving forward. They do have another quarterback, a young quarterback out there that is in the same boat as Kellen Mond. So they're definitely in search of probably bringing in a veteran guy. So this game isn't really a good test, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's not a really good test. Now we got to think. Just last week we played the Jags, and I said this in my video that I had posted that the Jaguars were the worst team we could have potentially played. Like they were the worst team we could have played. They had the first round draft pick, so that means they were the worst team from last year. And let's be honest, the Jags is just a terrible franchise. So I don't think that was a good enough test, right? And it was kind of talking about holding to a certain standard. I want to go out there and play up against a better team than the Jags and the Vikings currently. Now, I know the Vikings have good players like Thielen, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, but obviously they're not going to be out there trying to torch us because they're going to probably play their backups the majority of the time. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens today, but I would love to figure out I would love to see us play a much more competitive football team than the Vikings and Jags. So then we could evaluate our players a lot more. Teflon says, go Raiders from Sydney, Australia. Yo, shout out to Teflon tuning in from Australia, from overseas. Appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere, but you right here with the nation. Thank you to Teflon. I told you, bro, the lighting in that room. Yeah, man, most definitely, bro. The lighting in here is pretty clean. I got the natural sun coming through, but I got to figure out the echo. I got to figure out this echo. I think I just need to fill it up a little bit more, maybe throw in some chairs. I still got to get them chairs. And I still probably got to get like a little ottoman or table, but bear with me again. If it's not bearable and if it's continuously happening, definitely let me know. And I will fix it for you guys. I'm not trying to have no terrible quality. Y'all know how we rock. Raider Andy in the building. He says, what's good, big dog? Raiders. Yes, sir, brother. Shout out to you, man. Y'all in the building. Hadamaki. Shout out to him. Appreciate you being in here, man. TC says, sick. Gonna get me a hat for my collection. Appreciate you, TC. Shout out to you, man. Look, these are dropping 2 o'clock today. So shout out to everybody that pulls up or anybody wants to grab one. 2 o'clock is the time. I don't know how long they'll last, but look, it's 2 o'clock, man. And I appreciate everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to Kevin Lurker. He says, game day, let's effing go. Happy Sunday, Red. Yes, sir. Happy Sunday to you too, Kevin Lurker. And if y'all can, we just getting warmed up. We're just getting started, y'all. If we can, let's hit that like button. Let's try to get that like button up there. You know what it is, man. And if y'all new, hit that subscribe button. Anish Meta says, how many drives do you think Carr plays? Now, this is a good question because I believe we're one of the only teams. Someone let me know down in the comments. I believe we're one of very few teams that have yet to play their starters. Okay, now Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, Darren Waller. I mean, we have a lot of superstars that have yet to go out there and see action. So let me know down in the comments if you guys think that we're going to actually be able to see some quality snaps out of these guys. Let me know down in the comments. Spotlight in the building. What's good with you, folks? I'm glad you're able to make it, man. Definitely got to get you back tuned in, bro. Definitely got to get you back tuned in. But shout out to Spotlight for being up here. Richard Snyder says, V Queens going down. What is that? Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The Vi Queens. Most definitely, brother. Most definitely. I got a really good friend that's a Vikings fan. He's from Minnesota. We're friends because we're in the Army together, but he's a Vikings fan, man, and they got to get rid of Kirk Cousins. That's all I know. They got to get rid of Kirk Cousins if they want to do something because you got to think this dude, Kirk Cousins, had a top 10 defense multiple times. He's had a top 10 defense. This dude had Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen on the same team. That's crazy. Then you go and replace Stephon Diggs with Justin Jefferson, but you have Dalvin Cook as a running back the whole time. How are you struggling, Kirk Cousins? You got to go win. And then the excuse is he doesn't have a defense. And it's crazy because, I mean, you look at our quarterback and he didn't have any of that shit. So it's like, there's no excuses, right? Tony Collins, shout out to you, man. Game day. Let's effing go. You know what it is. Berserk in the building. Brother. Glad you're able to pull up. He says, what's good, Ray? Hope your weekend has been going great, my guy. It's Raiders football. Yes, it's been going actually quite well. Shout out to my boy for being able to send me some film. I've been watching film. And I want to hop into this real quick after I give a couple more shout outs because I see some more people pulling up. Shout out to Amazing Blue in the building. Glad you're able to make it, bro. Birdman Raider 530 says, those hats are wet, bro. I got to get me one of those. Shout out to the 530, man. Y'all know I'm from the 530. I'm currently residing in 916. Shout out to the 530. Represent both. So do your thing, man. Hold it down. Prodigy says, don't stress it, Ray. We all good. We all glad you could hop on. No one tripping. You got your own ish going. you need to deal with. Oh yeah, shout out to Prodigy, man. You know what it is, man. If I got to deal with something, I know y'all understand, but I do want to give that explanation at the same time. Like I don't want to come up here and act like I want to put out content and then I don't for no good reason. You feel me? And I think just the reason at this point is good because I had to move. You feel me? And everybody understands. So shout out to the nation. Shout out to Prodigy for showing that love as well, man. David V in the building. Shout out to the members, all the members that are in the chat. He says only one nation, and there is only one nation. And I'm tired of seeing other teams say, for instance, just the other day we seen Steelers Nation, and it's like, bro, I thought it was Steel Curtain. For me, I thought it was Steel Curtain, and then all of a sudden it's like Steeler Nation. So it's kind of weird to me, man. So I don't know why other teams be doing that. Brother Dangerfield, yes, sir. Salute to Spotlight, man. Glad he's doing good. Glad he's able to pull up on us. Mike Moore says, what's up, brother? Game day, Raiders. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, Eminem, man. Shout out to Caleb as well. You know we got to rock for the family. Anish Meta says, how many drive? Oh, did he say that again, brother? It's a room echo, bro. It's like an empty room. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I got to fix that. I might open up this door, maybe, though. Let me catch up to the chat, though, man, because we got a few people up in here. Hal says, you from SAC? Yeah, I'm from SAC, bro. 916. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm from SAC. You already know what it is. Ray Snyder says, Waller was at some other pro sports game with Davis and the mayor of LV. Yeah, I think it was the Aces game, right? I believe it was the Aces game. So, I mean, that's understandable. You know what I mean? That's definitely understandable. Raider Andy says, yeah, I might have to cop one too. I need me a black one. Bro took mine on a fishing trip to Mexico, and that saltwater and sun don't mix. Ha! Yeah, that's gonna mess you up, especially if you out there sweating, bro. You're gonna tear your whole hat up. Trust me, you're gonna tear your whole hat up. Hell yeah. Joel says, where can I watch the game for the F? Go to brother, go to Dofu. Go to Dofu. I'm gonna open up this window real quick. I'm gonna open up this window real quick. Getting a little stuffy up in this thing, so I needed to open it up. And I opened my door, so I think it should help with the echo. I opened my door, so it should help with the echo. Hopefully it does at least. Let me get down to the chat though, man, because I want to go ahead and start hopping into this live and get to talking about what we should be seeing in this soon, this matchup soon to happen. Nicholas says, you think we signed Sue? Do I think we signed Sue? I don't think so, man. I think we have more concerns, honestly. I think we have more concerns on that offensive line. Now, let's go ahead and just hop into this, man, because I've been wanting to talk about this, and I've been talking about it for about 2 weeks now, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about the right tackle position, and y'all know how I was talking about Brandon Parker, Thayer Mumford, and Alex Leatherwood. And look what happened, right? So Brandon Parker, I don't even know, is Brandon Parker on IR or not? Let me know that in the comments right now. Let me know in the comments right now. Echo, maybe the flooring. You got wood. Yeah, I got wood flooring, bro. I got wood flooring. But I got a carpet. I put a rug down. It's just a big room, bro. I'm telling you. When it's done, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys when it's done. But it's a big room, bro. Like it's a pretty big room, and that's why it echoes. And I'm talking into the room rather than talking into a wall, if you guys understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I'm not able to get that bounce back. You know what I mean? I'm not able to get that closure from the, I guess, the vibrations. I ain't trying to get all technical, man. I ain't that smart. Let's see what we got though, man. But to the point of the right tackle spot in Brandon Parker, and we're talking about Thayer Mumford. I've seen everybody talking about how Brandon Parker was going on IR and how that all of a sudden when that came out, Thayer Mumford name came up that he is going to potentially push Alex Leatherwood for the starting right tackle spot. And in my mind, I'm thinking, bro, that's a bunch of bullshit, because what did I just get done saying last week? What did I just get done saying last week? That they're going to start the rumors. They're just going to start the rumors. But then all of a sudden, Leatherwood goes out there. He's number one on the depth chart. And he goes out there and he starts on the right side of the field. So for me, it's just like, I don't understand why we have to always we always have to have this rhetoric. Like we always have to have this thing to where we always got to knock Leatherwood no matter what. Or just, for instance, we always have to bring up a name that you don't really have to bring up. Like, do you guys honestly think that Thayer Munford is going to beat out Alex Leatherwood for the right tackle spot? Like, let me know down in the comments, y'all. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys honestly think that Thayer Munford is going to beat Alex Leatherwood for the right tackle spot? That's all I want to know, because I think it's interesting how he could be the third guy on the chart. Alex Leatherwood is already technically beating out Brandon Parker for the right tackle spot because he was number 1 on the depth chart. Let's take it for what it is. Alex Leatherwood was 1 on the depth chart, and he started at the right tackle spot with the rest of the other offensive linemen that we know of would start as well. So how would Thayer Munford all of a sudden take his spot? I just don't get it. I don't see how people I personally, this is just me, I personally don't see how people like try to make those things come together, because what is being said is Thayer Munford is taking snaps with the first team. And in my mind, the first thing that comes to thought for me is, who else would be taking right tackle snaps? Who else? We already heard Thayer Munford was 3rd on the chart. Of course, he's going to be the next guy to be taking snaps. So it's like, I wouldn't use Thayer Munford taking snap with the first team. I wouldn't use that as any type of leverage to say, oh, he's potentially taking Alex Leatherwood's spot, right? Because we don't do that with any other position. We don't do that with any other position. Just because a running back goes out there and he's running with the first team, we don't say Josh Jacobs is not going to start now. You know what I mean? So for me, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to jump to conclusions, especially for a guy in Thayer Munford that, like, let's be honest, he was a 7th round pick, and he wasn't even the best tackle on his team, which, according to analysts and according to the organizations, because I think his name is Petit Francois, and that was the other tackle on Ohio State. And he had went in the 3rd round or the 4th round, correct me if I'm wrong, and then Thayer Munford went in the 7th round. So he wasn't even the best tackle on the team, according to the league. So it's interesting just to think that he's going to come in and he's going to beat Alex Leatherwood. But we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens, man. First super chat of the day goes to Dragon Hendricks. Shout out to Dragon Hendricks, man. Yo, I appreciate you being here, dog. You did become a member last time you were here. So shout out to Dragon Hendricks for supporting and being a member. Shout out to you, brother. He says, Raiders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here. And I did see Mike Morris said he became a member. So shout out to Mike Morris for becoming a member. I feel like he was a member before. But shout out to Mike Morris, man, for becoming a member. If anybody wants to become a member, hit that join button. It's the best way to support the channel so we can continue building and striving for the best. All right, y'all. Someone said it does sound better. Susan says, yeah, it sounds a lot better. Okay, I'll open my door, so that's probably why it sounds better. Let me open the other one. Maybe I should open it. I'll leave it. I ain't trying to mess around. I ain't trying to mess around too much. Shout out to Dragon Hedges for the super. Shout out to Mike for becoming a member. And shout out to Souza for dropping another super chat. Thank you very much. It's a blessing to have y'all here. Thank you very much. He says, facts, Ray. Look, I'm just trying to speak my truth. You feel me? Because I get hecklers. Believe it or not, I get hecklers. And me and Jesse Torres, me and Jesse were actually talking about this on Instagram, because if y'all hit me up on Instagram, I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And man, I get hecklers. Trust me. People will DM me, people will comment and tag me and say, oh, you're dumb. You have the worst takes. And this person really went out of their way to call me dumb because I said Thayer Munford wouldn't start over Alex Leatherwood. And in my mind, I'm thinking, how is that a bad take? How is that really a bad take to say Alex Leatherwood would start over Munford? Like, I don't know. But you would be surprised the kind of people that be hating and be coming through and trying to talk shit. So let's get to the chat, though, man. LV Maximus agrees. He says, nope. Lionel says, hell no. Yeah, shout out to Lionel, because that's how I would say it, too. Ray Love says, nope. Schneider says, no. So pretty much everybody says no, man. And that's where, in my mind, I get confused on why the noise even gets brought up. Why even bring up Thayer Munford and put any type of pressure or criticism towards Alex Leatherwood when really he's only been in the league 1 year and he was a rookie. And not only that, he had to play right tackle, move to right guard, and now he's back to right tackle. So it's hard to really blame them as well, because think about what we do with Cleveland Farrell, y'all. This is why I didn't like what we do with Cleveland Farrell, because we moved him to D tackle. Tell him to gain weight, tell him to lose weight, tell him to go back outside, tell him to go back inside. Now he's an outside linebacker, right? So I definitely like to keep guys in the same spot so they could develop and they could just become what they are in that one position. Raider Ray in the building. Shout out Raider Ray, man. If y'all don't follow Raider Ray on YouTube, make sure to go check him out. I should be pulling up to his channel. We should be doing a live together on his channel next week, I believe. At least, if not next week, in the weeks to come. So I'm excited to do that, most definitely. Jermaine Illuminor pushes Leatherwood more than Parker did. Just what I see on film, Jermaine is far better than Munford. And I agree with Raider Ray. This is a very good point, and I'm glad he brought it up, because we've seen Jermaine Illuminor play several snaps on the inside and on the outside. He played several snaps on the Patriots, and he did very well, and that was at right tackle. And now that we have the Patriots staff, it's interesting that Raider Ray bring this up as well, and I just thought about it, is that we haven't heard more from Illuminor, right? He has history with his O-line coach, history with the offensive, not the offensive coordinator, but at the time, Josh McDaniels was his offensive coordinator, who is now his head coach. So it's really interesting. Let me know down in the comments why you guys think we haven't heard more from Jermaine Illuminor, being that he has relations with this staff, like with this offensive staff. Let's be honest. You feel like he would get at least a couple of extra points. So shout out Raider Ray for bringing that up. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. Tony Collins says Illuminor played well and he already comfortable in McDaniel's system. Exactly. That's a very good point, Tony. And that's kind of where I was getting at. He does show that he should be comfortable, in the system. And he could play inside and outside. So, and this is what's interesting, right? Think about how Brandon Parker is used in this offense. He's not used as a guard. Brandon Parker is probably the least versatile offensive lineman outside of Colton Miller on this line. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or anything of such, but what I'm saying is he specifically is a tackle. Brandon Parker specifically a tackle. Now, when you take him out of the equation, now all we have left are guys that play tackle or guard, which isn't a bad thing. So it's going to be interesting how they use every different lineman, because we see, for instance, Dylan Parham come in last week at left guard and play center. We see Alex Leatherwood go out there play right tackle. Lester Cotton started at right guard. So we have a lot of young offensive linemen that could go out here and make some damage and put in some work, ultimately put in some work. Richard Snyder says Lester Cotton may start too. And that's what it's looking like. Let's be honest. That's what it's looking like with Lester Cotton right now. It looks like he's going to be starting. Shout out to the Dreaded One for becoming a member. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you. It goes a long way, man. And shout out to all the members, bro, because now that I got merch and now that I got it rolling, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more giveaways, especially for the members, man, because it's fun, but also like you're gonna get your money's worth, and that's how I see it, man. So appreciate you being out here and supporting the brand, and y'all gonna help me because I need to do something about this echo. So I'm gonna definitely have to put something towards that. Munford had moved to guard last year. That's why that's why his stock fell. He was a top draft prospect at tackle. So that's a good point. That's a good point. And we're trying to put him back at tackle. So we'll see what happens. But I would be surprised because we also have the tackle in, excuse me if I pronounce this wrong, but it's Bartholomew or something like that. The dude supposedly, 6'7", 6'8", like 340 pounds or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And I think a lot of this is going to come over development. But I remember specifically hearing about, matter of fact, I got to talk to my boy Sanjeet about this. Shout out to Sanjeet. If y'all don't follow him, make sure to follow Raiders Football Network, Sanjeet's YouTube page. And he actually said in his latest video that he's thinking Dylan Parham is going to be the future center for this team. And I just thought to myself, like, man, that's a very bold statement, especially with the way Andre James is playing, especially the fact that I know he likes Andre James. And I like Andre James as well. So I was very surprised to hear that by him. And I take his word in consideration a lot of times. So I'm definitely interested to see what we do with Dylan Parham, especially when you have even people here in the chat saying Lester Cotton is going to start at the right guard. So do we go and draft Dylan Parham without any intention of starting him, that's kind of where I'm at with that. That's interesting right there. I'm real interested. What's their philosophy with Dylan Parham, especially being the first pick in our draft? Raider Reaper said, just found out I'm having a baby, bro. I'm so happy. Hey, there we go, man. There we go, man. Yo, everybody give a shout out and congratulate Raider Reaper right now, bro. Shout out to you. And thank you for the super chat, brother. You didn't have to super chat that, but everybody congratulate our brother Raider Reaper right now. He is having a little Raider on the way. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But at the end of the day, we just want a happy and healthy baby on the way. And I'm congratulations to you, and I'm happy for you, brother. I hope fatherhood is great for you. Jojo Valdez in the building. What's good with it, Jojo? Glad you're able to make it, man. Ray Love says, F the haters. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. Muazi says, which players do you think need a good game today? I mean, let's go ahead and hop into it, man, because we got enough of the offensive line talk. We talked a lot about the offensive line already. And we're about 25 minutes deep. So I definitely want to start talking about this upcoming game. And which players do you think need a good game? Now, I need the whole entire chat to comment down below right now on who do you guys think, pick one player, just one player. Who do you think has to have a good game today? Who has to have a good game today? Now, personally, I would have said Parker because of his performance last week, but we already know what's going on with that. I would say Alex Leatherwood. Let's go with Alex Leatherwood because as we're continuing to talk about the offensive line, if he goes out there and he bombs it, then it's going to be only more talks around his position being taken. But if he goes out there and he still continues to perform pretty well, he doesn't give up any unnecessary penalties, he doesn't give up any sacks, or he doesn't look like a turnstile, that is going to help him in the long run, and especially when the fans are going to be harping on him because the fans are already on Alex Leatherwood. Like, they're not even giving Alex Leatherwood a chance. So we got to give this dude an opportunity, but at the same time, he has to have a good game today if he's out there playing at the right tackle spot. So I would go with Alex Leatherwood, honestly. I would go with Alex Leatherwood. Richard Snyder says Abram. He says Abram, and I would be surprised now if Abram. Yeah, that's a good one. Damn, that's a good one, brother. Because Harmon is on him. Let's be honest. Harmon could potentially come in and swoop in on Abram's spot. We've been hearing all camp that Daron Harmon is a magnet to the football, and he's a turnover machine. So I'm definitely interested to see what Abram does. That's a very good one, Snyder. Let's keep an eye on Abram. But I was watching some tape this weekend, okay? And real quick, I want to go ahead and show Raider Reaper some love. Everybody saying congratulations, dog. Welcoming in a little Raider, as we could say. Congratulations. The nation is showing its love right now, man. Shout out to Raider Reaper. He says, thank you, nation. I can't stop crying, man. Hey, let them flow, brother. Let them flow. Do your thing. Let them flow, brother. Let them flow. Congrats on the baby, Jeff Garcia. Garrison says. I said, I was about to say Jeff Garcia. I'm sorry, Jeff Garrison. Oh, shit. Jeff Garcia, blasphemous. That would have been blasphemous. I can't be talking about no Niner. AJ Simpson said, I want Parham to replace James. He fits better in the power gap system. There's a reason why they moved James Money back to next year. They think that he can be replaced. That's a good take, AJ Simpson, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. Honestly, I wouldn't be too opposed to that. Now, I do like Andre James. I do. And I'm the type of person to where if I see a player that I like, and if it's not, basically this is what it is. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That's kind of how I see it. I don't see Andre James really being that bad of an offensive center, but at the same time, watching the film, sometimes he does struggle under those power situations. He is a little bit smaller, but he does sometimes struggle under those power situations. So if they think Parham could come in and do better, I would love to see that transition, and I would love to see him progress and become better than what Andre James is now. But he has to be better than what Andre James is now, pretty much is what I'm saying. It's a risky play because I feel like we have other positions of need as well on that line to where why would we focus on replacing the center? So that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But shout out to Raider Reaper, man. Everybody's congratulating you. It makes me feel good that the nation is out here showing its love because that's what we got to do. We got to represent. We got to support out here, man. Baby Raider. Ooh, wow. Winner, chicken dinner. Muwazi is the one that definitely won this one because Drake has to have a good game. Drake has to have a good game. I'm sorry. With this running back room, the way it's chopped up, Muwazi won this question hands down. I don't think anybody could top this one because you got Josh Jacobs. We know Josh Jacobs isn't going anywhere. We know this. Josh Jacobs isn't going anywhere. Zamir White's not going anywhere. And the way Amir Abdullah is popping up on the scene and becoming a locker room favorite, Amir Abdullah might be a small secret weapon. People are saying this might be Josh McDaniels' Sony Michel. So when people are starting to talk about it like that, and you think Drake and Amir Abdullah are kind of in that same category, Kendrick Drake is a little bit more balanced because he's bigger. He could definitely go between the tackles a lot more. It just makes you worry about Kenyon Drake and where he's going to be. Now, the way his contract is set up, he's getting paid regardless. Kenyon Drake is getting paid regardless. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but he's getting $3 million 2 years after he's gone from the Raiders. So 2 years after 2 years he leaves, he'll still get $3 million per year. I believe that's the way his contract is set up. So correct me if I'm wrong, but he's still getting money even when he leaves the Raiders. So I don't think he's really too worried. I'll be honest with Drake. Eminem said Drake as well. See, that's a very good one. Very good one. Now, when it comes to, I see a lot of Tyron Johnson in the chat. T. Billy in the building. Yes. EJ says Tyron Johnson. So I wouldn't say Tyron Johnson. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have to have a good game, but I would say that we know what Tyron Johnson is. I'm sorry. I think Tyron Johnson, he is what he is. We seen him last game, and I feel like that's just what we're gonna get from him because he was on the Chargers, he went to the Jags, and these were kind of some of his issues. He just wasn't consistent. He had trouble with drops, and he isn't the most polished route runner. Now he does have that speed, and he is pretty physical at the same time, and he can get up, make big plays. But I think we know what Tyron Johnson is, and that's why I personally feel like he doesn't necessarily have to have a good game. He just has to continue being who he is and just not get any worse. That's kind of how I see it because I don't see him beating out any of the other receivers that we have, like a Robinson, Cole, Renfro, and obviously an Adams. He could be a fifth or a sixth guy. Now, when it comes to Matt Collins, that's where it kind of gets iffy because Matt Collins is a big guy and he's a special person of his own in the rights of the wide receiver room because he's the biggest one there. He's basically a tight end at wide receiver. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Tyron Johnson. It really is. It's going to be interesting, y'all. Last week, I feel like he had a up and down game. He made some plays, but there was times where, when he had that long ball, you guys want to talk about, he had a long ball and it hit him right in the hands and he dropped it. So I feel like that is what Tyron Johnson is. He's just not that consistent guy. And if he were, he would have never been on the Raiders because the Chargers probably would have kept him. The Jags probably would have kept him. He would have been picked up by another team. And so that's why he's pretty much been hiding on our team. So shout out to T. Billy, but he definitely has to show that consistency to be one of those top 4 receivers on the depth chart. Until then, it's going to be I think it's going to be tough. Zebra says, would like to see Sam Webb play better this game. We talked about the young DB out there, which reminds me, I wanted to bring this player up, but I want to give a couple of shout outs to some new members. Sing Kong Raider is in the building. Everybody welcome the brother. Shout out to Sing Kong Raider. Appreciate you being here, man. And not only him, but Kevin Lurker pulled up and became a member as well. So shout out to Kevin Lurker, man, for being a member. Appreciate you. And man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like y'all been members before. Maybe I'm tripping, but shout out to you, man. It goes a long way, and it's the best way to support the channel. So I appreciate y'all being here and being members with us. Definitely a good one here is Jeff Garrison says Amik Robertson. Now, Amik Robertson has definitely been shown some love on these pressures, but at the same time, man, we haven't seen a lot from him. So I'm curious to see what he comes out and he does if he's able to get that playing time. Shima86 says, you think Josh Jacobs is going to play again? I personally, I wouldn't play him. I feel like we already got enough. We've seen enough out of him. And we have so many running backs on this roster. It's almost like we know Josh Jacobs is going to make the team. He's the best running back on the team. So we don't really have to see a lot from him, in my opinion. So If we could, but at the same time, I wouldn't put my chips on it. I wouldn't put my chips on it. Look, Amazon pulling up. They're about to bang on my door. They're about to bang on my door, do the most. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. If y'all can, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If y'all new here, rate that like button, I should say. SVT in the building. Glad to see you folks. You said the Queefs lost and the Donkeys lost. Just win, baby. Yeah, most definitely, bro. But we need them to lose in the damn regular season. That's most definitely. We need to see them lose in the regular season so we could definitely bubble up. But one guy I want to see. There's one guy I want to see, and it is. I'm gonna do a film study on him as well. It's Bryce Crosby. Okay. When I was watching the film just on Saturday night? Yeah, that was yesterday. I'm tripping. So yesterday, I'm watching the film. And somebody I wanted to watch is Bryce Crosby. And man, he was actually doing pretty well. Let's be honest. This dude was out there making tackles, getting into run fits. He played slot corner. The whole time he played slot corner. He played in nickel. And when you talk about Nate Hobbs going outside, when you talk about Nate Hobbs playing the outside corner position, who is our next man up when it comes to that nickel spot? So this is something I wanted to harp on in this live, and I wanted to bring a little bit of a different perspective for you guys, I should say, when looking at this DB room. Because if Nate Hobbs goes from playing inside at the nickel spot to playing outside, who is going to replace him at the nickel spot? And I believe Bryce Crosby may be that dude. He may be that dude. Now, he's a little bit further down on the depth chart. He needs to be a little bit more polished. And I want to see him in more man coverage situations. I definitely want to see him in more man coverage situations because watching the film, he was doing decent in zone. But him and Darian Butler playing next to each other in zone coverage was kind of was looking ugly because between the both of them, the rookies, and the quarterback was kind of picking them apart and were going after him. But Bryce Crosby was able to pick up on a couple of things, and he learns fast. I learned that he learns fast, and I'm going to have to show you guys this film study. I'm going to have to show you the breakdown of this because he was able to break some passes up as well, and I like to see that. He has some speed on him, but he is a willing tackler. He will smack the shit out of somebody. And when I seen him smack somebody, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to have to watch this dude, Bryce Crosby, a lot more because he's willing to go in there and hit them run fits. So that is somebody I want to keep an eye on this game. Keep an eye on number 44, Bryce Crosby. That is my number one guy to look out for in this game. My number two, I should have started at number 3, but I'm gonna start at number 1. Bryce Crosby, not number 1. All right, sorry, I spilled the beans. Number two is Thayer Munford. Thayer Munford is somebody I want to watch is because, like we just got done talking about at the beginning of this segment, he is supposedly going to be the front runner for Alex Leatherwood in that right tackle spot. So we got to keep an eye on Thayer Munford to see, is he actually that legit? And is he going to actually pressure Alex Leatherwood for a starting spot? Let's see if he starts or let's see if Alex Leatherwood starts. And that's where we're going to begin with that evaluation. In my number three, and he was my number 3 last week. So if y'all was with us last week, y'all going to see is the same person. It is Tyree Gillespie, y'all. And Tyree Gillespie, look, let's be honest. He performed very well last week. He went and he had that forced fumble, and that's everything you want to see. He created a turnover, and it was a perfect tackling form. This dude got his helmet on the ball. He got his hat on the ball, and he popped it right out. Harmon comes through, swoops it up for the fumble recovery. Or was it Harmon? I believe it was. And that right there is something you just want to see. A beautiful play by Tyree Gillespie. But I want to see him again out there playing and just showing a couple more flashes just to prove that, look, this dude could be the next man up when it comes to that safety spot. Let's remember, he played single high safety in Missouri when he was coming out of college. That's when we drafted him. He was a single high safety. But the thing with Tyree Gillespie is that we have to understand is he's not – I want to say he's not a ball hawk. But one thing that's an interesting stat is he didn't get any interceptions in his college career. That is a strange stat for a safety to not have any interceptions. That's a strange stat. But best believe he forced a lot of fumbles and he was a menace inside the box. So I would love to see what he could bring and if he'd be able to do some things Abram is able to do on a cleaner slate. So shout out to Tyree Gillespie. He's somebody I definitely want to look out for. Let's go ahead and get it back into the comments, man. Shout out to White Tyson for pulling up on us. What's good with you, folks? Jesse is in the building. What's good with you, man? Glad you're able to make it. Dragon Hendricks said, I've been hearing that Anthony Everett is taking slot cornerback snaps. Now, this is something that actually has come out. Hendricks, you're 100% right. I've heard this as well, too. But one thing I don't like is small corners. This is me personally, okay? This isn't me talking about what the Raiders are going to do or anything. I'm telling you just my football knowledge, and what I think is that Anthony Everett, let's take into consideration that Hunter Renfrow is a smaller receiver. We all agree, right? Now, imagine if Hunter Renfrow was a DB playing slot corner. Okay, now that's essentially what Anthony Everett is. He's 5'11", 185 pounds or something like that. So we're all basically the same size. That's me. I'm 5'11", 185 pounds. I'm not going to get in no damn run fits and hit no damn Nick Chubb. I'm sorry. I'm not hitting a Josh Jacobs. I'm not going down and tackling no big-ass running backs or getting by no defensive linemen, offensive linemen. Now, if Anthony Everett is capable of doing this on a consistent basis, then I would totally agree. But one good point on the other side of the argument that Andy from Raiders Football Talk brought up to me was that you could just bring him in on passing situations. Only bring him in to play that slot on passing situations like on a third down. But that would only be situational. What about all the other times? And that's kind of where I'm at with it. What about the 90% of the time? Not just the specialty guys that are out there at the moment, but what about majority of the time? Who will be the ultimate slot guy? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. And I definitely want to keep an eye on that. So Anthony Everett could be that guy, but I don't see him really filling those run fits very well. Kevin Lurker says Amik in the slot. Now, this is another guy we've heard about playing the slot as well. And again, it's just tough to really think about Amik Robertson trying to fill in those run fits and trying to tackle a Austin Eckler or a Javonte Williams. You know what I mean? Bigger running backs that are really strong going downhill, it's going to be hard for them to get in those run fits. So that's why I like Hobbs as a slot guy. But if he goes to the outside, I want a guy that's going to hit and be as big as him as well. Richard Snyder says, Hankins and Mullen coming off a PUP list? Yes. They will be coming off a PUP list. I believe Hankins will be closer to week 1, and I think Mullen will be sooner from what I believe. Or it might be vice versa. I might be confusing the two. But they'll definitely be back before week 1. I mean, Mullen should definitely want to be back before week 1 so he can start competing and he can get out there, because it's a crucial year for Mullen. Let's think about this. This is his last year on his contract. So if he doesn't go out there and perform this year, then he's not going to be able to get paid by another team as well as he could have if he did perform. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Central Cali says, where can I live stream the game for free at? So Dofu Sports is one. I don't know if you heard of Crack Streams. I don't know if they still do anything with Crack Streams, but Crack Streams is another one that you could check out. I'm trying to think of any more that I know of. I think those are the only two as of right now. And sometimes, honestly, bro, if you just go on YouTube and you just type in like live game, like Raiders live versus Vikings, sometimes they'll have a stream up on YouTube and you'll be able to watch it, but that can be a pain in the ass sometimes. So, I mean, you can call it what you want. Joseph C. says Andre James is a lot stronger than he was last year. He put in the work. Joseph C., I mean, I hear you, man, and we seen the videos of him putting in the work, getting stronger. But we don't know what this new regime wants. We don't know what this new regime is looking for in a center. So that's where I would just kind of pump the brakes. And like I said, I agree with you, man. I like Andre James as well. I don't think we need to replace him at all. So we'll see what happens. You can also use, Buff Streams, NFL Byte on PC or internet in general. Oh, okay. Yeah, most definitely. So shout out to EJ Redder. He says Buff Streams or NFL Byte. So that's a new one. I haven't heard of those. Central Cali, yep. He says good looking. Shout out to you too, Central Cali. Hope you're able to find it. If you can't find it, bro, DM me on Instagram if you can't find it, and I'll try to send you a link. Douchebag man in the building. What's good with you, man? Tubby Chili, what's up with it, bro? Jack Kenner is in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's in the building. Ray, you know what it is. I got to get that man Ray up on here one time. Will Parham ever try right tackle? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that he's predominantly an interior lineman. And based on what we've just seen from this regime, this coaching staff, they definitely want to keep him on the interior. But has he played tackle? Yes, he has played tackle before. T. Billy was awesome if they had better quarterback play. I'll be honest, man. I would say the other way around. I would say the other way around because he got hit one time right in the chest on probably a 15-yard gain, and he dropped the ball. And then he got hit for probably like a 50-yard gain, and it hit him right in his hands, and he dropped the ball. So I was like, this is the frustrations of Tyron Johnson. This is the frustrations of Tyron Johnson of him dropping these passes because he would have had easily over 100 yards on that game if he just made those catches. So I don't know. I personally wouldn't blame the quarterbacks. And that reminds me, let's go ahead and give Jarrett Stidham his flowers. Give Jarrett Stidham his flowers because this man went out there and he played a very solid game, in my opinion. You could tell a difference between him and Mullins being back there throwing the football. So shout out to Stidham. I mean, I know he's been with his team. I know he knows the system. But the fact that we can go out there comfortably knowing we have a backup quarterback that knows the system probably better than our first string, that's a very, very good thing to be able to sit on. That's something that we could definitely lean back on. I can't wait to watch the game. I can't watch the game. Turlock, California says, I was born in Turlock, California, man. Shout out to Turlock, the 209, man. I was born in that country bumpkin ass town. That's like running into a he said that's like running into a wall. That boy crazy. Jack Kenneth says, hey, been looking for that cap you wearing. When will it be available to buy? Yes, sir, Jack. Shout out to you, man. This cap will be available at 2 o'clock today. 2 o'clock today. So if y'all able to get it, man, go ahead and make sure to run over there at 2 o'clock, grab one because these ones are limited. So I don't know when they'll be back in stock after they do sell out, but I appreciate everybody that is supporting, and thank you for asking, Jack. Thank you very much. Shout out to JK. Dofu Sports also has Chromecast to TV capabilities. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's dope. VIP box. It's a B to work, but watch games on phone. Yeah, I remember VIP box. Jeff Garrison says, come on, Ray. We all know if you were playing for the Raiders, you would tackle Derrick Henry with everything you got. Right, Sergeant? Shit. Maybe like a few years ago, but not now, man. Hell no. Especially Derrick Henry. Y'all not finna get me on no highlight reel. I'm not finna be on no stiff arm highlight reel top 10 ESPN. That wouldn't be me. And let's be honest. I played corner. Right? I played cornerback. I was a DB all the way around. I played safety. I played corner. I played wide receiver. And you can even ask Sanjeet. Me and Sanjeet play football together. I always say that, but I always like to say that just to prove point. But I'm an ankle biter. I do not like hitting. I don't like hitting. I don't like tackling. To me, it wasn't fun. You know what I mean? I remember this one time I had to go hit somebody. I had to hit basically the best player on our team, and I hit him, you know what I mean, tackled him, and I got a stinger, boy. I got a stinger running all the way down my neck, down my shoulder, down my arm, and I was like, bro, I hate hitting, bro. I hate hitting. It wasn't my thing. It wasn't my thing. It really wasn't, and I'm not afraid to admit it, but, boy, you put that ball in the air, you go throw that football my way, and we're going to do some work. I love playing defense, though. It was so much fun. But, boy, when they would throw that toss, and I knew the toss was coming my way, and I'm 5 yards off the line, and I see the toss coming, and I get past the wide receiver, and I'm able to go get the running back on an ankle bite and drop it for a 5-yard loss, it don't feel no better than that. It don't get no better than that. When a small guy comes up and gets you on an ankle bite and makes you lose 5 yards, and you think you big, and you're going to truck him, but nah, all I had to do was dive at your feet, brother. What you thought I was going to do? You thought I was going to hit you head up? You tweaking. I got to make business decisions out here. Farrell needs to show up. Yeah. Oh, we asked a question earlier, or somebody asked a question earlier. I wish I could remember so I can give you props. They said, who needs to show up this game? And Cleveland Farrell is one of those people that need to show up, but I believe he is dealing with some injuries and is lingering. I don't know if he's going to be out there, but Farrell's getting paid $10 million, guys, and I don't think he is very concerned. He's getting $10 million. He was the first, and the reason for this, For those who don't know, it's because when you're a first-round draft pick, you get so much money. So every pick is worth so much. So if you're picked somewhere specific, you'll get so much money. It's like the top 10 picks make so much, and then the top next 10 make so much, and the next 10, and then after the first round, you just make, you know what I mean, you make your NFL change. To us, we'd be rich, but to them, it's just NFL change. But so he get 10 million. I can't believe that. That's crazy. What's the game playing on? Example, Peacock, Paramount. Yeah, we've already dropped hella gems, man. Check out the comment section, bro. Gas MC says VIP box is the go-to. So it might be the go-to if you can figure that one out. Someone said it's a pain in the beat, pain in the ass. Shima says game blocked in the Bay Area. Got my VPN on and it's blocked. Damn, you got a VPN on and it's still blocked? What the hell? I don't know about that one, brother. How much is the football package? Football package? What football package? Like the NFL? Like NFL, I think that's $80 or $75. Bro, these hats you are dropping are I think you were gonna probably say like I don't even know what you're gonna say. I don't want to predict what you was gonna say because you could say are shit. You could say they are trash. So I don't know what you was gonna say. Right, I sent him some links. Yeah, shout out to EJ, man. EJ the GOAT, bro. EJ is the GOAT. Most definitely. Salute to the brother Katakapa. Yeah. Tolokula, Katakapa. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you pulling up on us. Salute to you as well, King. Glad you're able to make it out here. Oh, he said the hats you dropping are fire. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Raid is my brother from 20 minutes away and always has the best takes. My 916 brother. Hit those likes and hit those subs. Yes, sir. If we can, let's go ahead and hit those likes, man. Get it at least to 150 likes if we could. That'd be a beautiful thing. Be a beautiful thing. Shout out to Jack Kennan, my 916 folks. That's the family out here. Did you see the starting lineup during warmups, right? I didn't, man. I'm not watching the game right now. I'm just right here checking it out. But after this, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do my thing. You know what I mean? Do my thing and get ready for the game. I gotta go do my pregame warmups too. You feel me? I gotta go get my pregame warmup in too. You know what I mean? So I'm so excited. I spent $1,200 on 4 tickets this year. $1,200 on 4 tickets. Damn, bro, you need to send me the jug because you gotta send me the jug, bro. Because I feel like $1,200 for 4 tickets is a good price. Now, depending on where the seats are at. But I mean, $1,200 for 4 tickets, that actually seems like a decent price because I've seen tickets for that much, and that's 1 ticket. So, I mean, shout out to you, man. You may have got the jug or maybe not. I don't know. But 4 tickets for $1,200, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. $300 a ticket. Raiders all day. Shout out to Rocha. Was good with it, man. Raiders win 21-10. Look, if the Raiders win, they win. But we know it's a preseason game. What I want to see from this preseason game is I definitely want to see just a lot more development. That's it. I just want to see a lot more development. Let me catch up to the chat, though, man, because I see I'm a little bit behind. Shout out to Jack Kenner for becoming a new member. Shout out to JK for becoming a new member. Goes a long way. And it means a lot. It definitely means a lot. Able to build this channel, and it's the best way to support, man. So shout out to JK and everybody. Welcome the new member to the channel. Yes, sir. The Raider Room says fire. I finished it. Shout out to the Raider Room, man. That's a dope-ass logo. I like that logo, Raider Room. That is fire. We got to link up, man. I don't know what kind of content you're making right now, what projects you got, but let me know. See if we can do something. See if we can do something together. Definitely want to do some type of collab with a lot more content creators. Go ahead and let me know what content creators I should be linking up with, man, because I'll be honest, I feel like I've been blackballed damn near out here as a content creator. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I've been blackballed. And, some certain content creators don't really want to fuck with the kid. And that's fine with me. You feel me? Because I'm tied in with some cool folks. And they in the chat right now. But I do like doing collabs. I do like talking with some folks. So if you guys have any suggestions or any content creators y'all want me to link up with or we should do a collab, let me know, DM me, or drop it down in the comments. And I'll definitely reach out to them. TC said the NFL plus $9.99 a month. See, this is the thing. They just hit my card with a damn, what they do? They just hit my card with like $80 for that shit, bro. Now, I don't know if you pay for the whole year, it's cheaper, or if you just pay by the month, it's $9.99. But damn, I was going to call them like, yo, this is credit card fraud. I didn't pay for that shit. But I was like, oh, man, I did pay for that shit. I was finna be quick as hell to call credit card company. That's fraud. I'd be quick as hell to do that. I'd be quick as hell to call out fraud. I swear. I see one little thing, I'm like, fraud. I swear. Team Raider, them hats is fire. Shout out Team Raider for pulling up on us, man. VIP box is annoying, EJ says, but I think it is annoying. I remember VIP box. I don't know if y'all was fucking with that Fire Stick, but I remember Fire Stick had all the stuff on there, and some of that stuff would get annoying though. I need to drop Honcho here, my 916 brother. Yeah, Honcho been busy, and me and him stay in contact. Shout out Honcho. You know he be doing a lot of shit with the kids, man, and he's in his community, so I would not want to. I ain't gonna cap. I wouldn't even want to say anything to somebody that's, out there with the kids, supporting their community and doing that, because that takes a lot. That takes a lot of energy too, and a lot of time. So shout out to Raider Honcho for continuing to put on for his community and push them kids, man, because we need more good people working with these kids, bro. Jeff Garrison, I don't think that there's that much of a difference between me in high school and me in high school. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Actually, Amik is the same size, right? Hell no. Amik is, let's go at 6'9", 190 pounds, and you 5'8", 185. First off, I ain't 5'8". First off, I ain't even 5'8". I'm 5'11", 185 pounds. But 5'8", 185 pounds, bro, you borderline little short right there. But I think that is a meek size. Parham coming for Simpson's job. I don't know. I haven't heard any. This is the weird thing, you guys. I haven't heard anything negative about John Simpson. I haven't heard anything negative. So it's interesting. Reaper says spent $1,600 on 6 tickets for the Chargers game week 1. That's a pretty good deal as well. What did you say? That's probably like less. That's less than $300 a ticket. It's probably like $290 a ticket, something like that. Ruben Rust in the building says starting O-line for warm-ups. Illuminor left tackle, John Simpson left guard, Andre James, Lester Kine, Thayer Mumford at right tackle. Shout out to Ruben Rust for dropping a super chat. Definitely appreciate the support. Thank you. But this is what it is. If Ruben Rust, let me know. Confirm that Ruben Rust is dropping some gems right now for us because I don't have the game up. But this is the warm-up starting O-line based on what Ruben Rust said. Illuminor, John Simpson, Andre James, Lester Cotton, and Thayer Munford. Now, this is an interesting perspective to look at it like this. We could definitely say, let me close the door real quick. My family just got home. We back. All right. It's interesting because I feel like, man, it's going to probably start echoing again. But I just feel like we're not starting Cohen Miller, and we know Cohen Miller is our starting right tackle. So us not starting Alex Leatherwood this week, does that mean this is some type of confirmation saying that, look, if Thayer goes out there and doesn't do well, then we know Alex Leatherwood is our starting right tackle? And that's kind of how I'm going to look at this. This is how I'm going to look at this. Now, it might be biased, but at the same time, I'm kind of looking at it like we don't have our starting left tackle and we don't have our starting right tackle out there. And that's kind of how I see it. Alex says collabs. Yes. He said the 2 light-skinned brothers rated Honcho. Yes, sir, man. You know Honcho got it. You know, Honcho's always welcome. Collab with Andy, Honcho, and Raiders Allegiance. Most definitely. Me and Andy definitely got to link up. Ray, you're cool as hell. I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to work with you. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Some of these dudes out here actually hate me. You'd be surprised. Some of these dudes, and you can tell the ones because they never support. And they never share, like, for instance, like with my hats and the brand, they never share it. They don't even wear it. They don't even ask or nothing. You could tell the ones, you could tell. So it's kind of like when I had noticed it, I was like, all right. But yo, we've been up here for almost an hour now, y'all. I appreciate everybody that was able to pull up. We got about 30 minutes until the game. Or actually, no, hell no. We got about 10 minutes till the game starts. Man, y'all should have said something. Y'all know I got a pregame. Damn, I'm really gonna have like 5 minutes to pregame. Y'all should have told me something. Y'all crazy. I'll be depending on y'all to tell me this shit. Yo, White Tyson said, get Josh Dubois. Oh, hell no, bro. I would love to get that man on here. If I could get Josh Dubois on here, I think that shit would blow up. I ain't even gonna lie. I think this live would blow up because people know who he is and he hates Derek Carr. I don't even know if he hates the Raiders or Derek Carr. I just think he uses it to gain momentum in his awareness, like his brand awareness. He uses that. He uses that shit talking about the Raiders in order to kind of like get more exposure. I feel like that's what Josh DeBo's whole MO is when it comes to the Raiders. So it's interesting in that perspective. Jack Kenneth says, Raid, you made me your first mod and super support in the YouTube. You should come on with Raiders Ray and Pharaoh. Bring my 916 Rs on. Hey, Jack, if you want to do something, man, most definitely, brother. And just let me know. Just let me know. You know what I mean? If you're situated, got what you got your, you know what I mean, got your stuff set up and you're situated, I'll definitely talk Raiders football with you, man. Raiders Ray, shout out to Raiders Ray. If you guys don't follow him on YouTube, make sure to follow him. Hit me up on Instagram, and he actually wants to collab, and I would love to collab with him. I'm gonna go on his channel next week. Next week, we're going on his channel, and we're going to put on a great show over there. So shout out to Raiders Ray for being able to invite me to his show and willing to be a good host. And Pharaoh, I reached out to Pharaoh. He's actually works in tech. He does a lot of work. So he's trying to get back, trying to find some good time to be able to get back into creating content. So I would love to bring Pharaoh on. Y'all know Pharaoh's my boy, and he's always welcome. He's always welcome as a guest. He's always welcome. Very smart gentleman as well. Johnny Rose says, got my hat yesterday. It rocks. Dang, bro, I appreciate you copping the hat, bro. I hope the shipping was fast, and I hope you got it in a good time. I said pregame started. Yeah, pregame. Oh, yeah, you did, Reaper. Shout out to the Reaper, man. But I'm about to hop off, y'all, so we can go ahead so I can go ahead and pregame. I got a pregame too, y'all. Shout out to everybody that definitely became a member because it goes a long way. That's the best way to support the channel. I'm going to be doing a members. I might do a post-game live. Either after the game, do a post-game live, or I might do a members live post-game, which I might do a members live post-game just for the hell of it. And then tomorrow morning, I'll do the Good Morning Nation with the rest of the nation. But everybody that pulled up, y'all, I appreciate everybody that was able to pull up, drop a super chat, become a member, and anybody that ever supports the channel. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Ready to Take, Twitter, and check out the brand at redemptionbrand.com. If you want to check out some hats like this, remember, these are dropping at 2 o'clock today. So make sure to go cop them before they sell out, y'all. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. SVT, Ray Love, Jeff Garrison. Jack Kenna is out here. Reaper, congratulations to the Reaper as well on his new baby on the way. We got a little Raider coming through. So shout out to the little Raider coming through. DigiPrez is in the building. Appreciate you, man. Fish and Riffs is in the building. Eminem, I appreciate you, man. He said, laugh my ass off. Sorry, bro. We dropped the ball on that one. No, actually, Reaper got me, bro. Reaper actually said it was pregame, and they said they were doing pregame warm-up. So I definitely, it was definitely my fault. I need to pay attention a little bit more, man. White Tyson pulled up on us, and I'm going to close on this one, man. He says, haha, I've been pre-gaming the whole time, smoking on purple Skittles. Shout out to Dangerfield. That's going to be me right now, y'all. So keep a lookout for that post-game. Keep a lookout for the post-game live. I'm going to probably do that for the members, man. So shout out to everybody that pulled up. If y'all can, hit that like button on the way out. If y'all can, it means a lot. Just hit the like button on the way out, and I'll catch y'all later after the game. Catch y'all. Till next time, Ready to Take.